We saw there were full range of gunshot wounds and really to every part of the body that you could imagine.
There are others who are dealing with the fallout from the weekend of gun violence. The doctors and nurses at UC Medical Center, they must treat those wounded to try to save their lives, and during emergencies, speed is so important. Members of UC's trauma team, they say the number of victims coming in Saturday night in a short period of time made that a challenge. The trauma team at UC holds drills for mass shootings and other emergencies such as a plane crash.
The number of personnel who are in the hospital at any given time carry trauma pagers. And then we have the, as I mentioned, the shock resuscitation nurses and the emergency medicine physicians are in the ER at all times. So as we start to get word of an incident unfolding, we start to scale up the response. One of the challenges of this one is this response, again, was a number of individuals came really almost all at the same time.
And just as they do after every crisis, members of the trauma team will go over the events of this weekend to learn what worked best and what could have been done differently during the next emergency.
For thousands of local children, it's the first day of a very different school year. Coming up, ignoring Governor Beshear's recommendations, the Diocese of Covington reopening its schools. See what's being done, though, to keep students and staff there safe.
Accusations against the White House and the Postmaster General as concerns are raised about changes affecting mail delivery.
And most areas are dry right now, but we have some rain chances returning to the tri-state. When and where you'll see the best rain chances, plus the big changes coming our way later this week. That's straight ahead in your Weather Authority forecast.
School for many students.
Today, schools in the Diocese of Covington returned to class. This despite Governor Andy Beshear's recommendation that in-person learning be postponed until the end of September.
Genesis Narrows has a look at the first day of class.
Of the dozens of districts I spoke with in the northern Kentucky area, it appears only the diocese is going against Governor Andy Beshear's recommendation to delay the start of in-person learning. Of course, I did request an interview with them. They declined, but they did share with us their back-to-school plan and what they're doing to keep your kids safe. So not only here at St. Henry Catholic, but schools in the diocese will have to follow strict guidelines. Students must wear a mask throughout the day unless they're not yet in first grade. Students must also perform daily health checks, including having their temperature taken. They will also be socially distant in classrooms and can't just hang out in hallways. The diocese says this wasn't just a local decision, as it consulted with bishops from around the state and listened to what the school communities are saying.
I think the diocese and the schools have done a great job communicating what needs to be done, what needs to be true for them to come back. And the message to my kids is follow every rule that you see. Don't even detract from one of them. This will make this successful.
Of course, if parents aren't comfortable with sending their kids back in person just yet, there is an online option available. Reporting in Erlanger, Genesis Narrows, Local 12 News.
On September 6th, the diocese will reconvene and look at the schools and how the safety measures and plans are working, and will decide then if anything needs to be changed.